Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Heather, and on this channel we like to walk a very fine line between a shopping addicted makeup monster and a responsible adult with a makeup hobby. Now, I really enjoy eyeshadow singles, duochromes, multi-chromes, palettes, blush, highlight, bronzer, lip gloss, basically everything except pressed glitter. And today we are going to be doing a really fun video. I had a friend of mine come visit for a long weekend, and I asked her to go through my entire makeup collection and pick out a full face for me. So she did that. Not only did she do that, but she picked a painting that she felt this was like really representative of, that she wanted me to kind of theme a look around. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert a picture of the painting here. This is what we're working with. And she picked out a lot of really good stuff. So I am so excited. Let me get this makeup off from work today, and we are gonna go ahead and dive into this. So the first thing that I'm going to do is show you a quick clip of her actually going through and picking everything out. Now, we actually spent probably 45 minutes plus, like maybe even more than an hour, going through everything, picking out like first rounds, eliminating stuff, putting stuff back, and so we took a while. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to speed that part of the video up just so that you guys can see it quickly, so you can get a vibe kind of for what we're working with, and then I'm gonna dive into the look, because I think the most important part is like, am I gonna make this look come together? I'm really not sure. So let me go ahead and show you what she did, and I'll
hit it. Hi, my name's Emily. I'm one of Heather's friends. You're only gonna see my hands today. Here's an actual picture of my face. I'm picking out Heather's makeup for today, and we're just gonna look and see what she has. She has so much more makeup than I do, so I'm slightly overwhelmed.
now that we're back, what we're going to be doing is kind of building the look. So I have everything gathered up that she had recommended that I use, piled up here in front of me, and I am ready to go. So, do I do base first or do I do eyes first? I think the eyes are going to be a pretty like complicated look, but I think the underneath the eyes is going to be a bit challenging. So let's do face first and then we'll go into do eyes. So I think for this video I'm going to be trying out this new, well, it's new to me, it's not new at all, but this is the BH Midnight Festival brush collection. Do you guys ever just buy brushes so you don't have to wash your old brushes? Just me? Okay. So I ended up picking up a bunch of different stuff from BH. I picked up their Midnight Festival set, I picked up the Essential Eye set, I picked up a second set of this sculpting collection. This is the Sculpt and Blend Fan Favorites set. This was recommended by Raw Beauty Christie, and I really love several of the brushes in this palette, good lord, in this collection. So I picked up a second one of these, and I also picked up a second one of these, which is the Poolside Chic. This is arguably my favorite collection of BH brushes. So they had a 40-ish% off sale, and I picked up one of everything, got free shipping, and I only spent about $50 to get 4 sets of brushes and delay washing my other brushes by a little bit. Alright, so I went ahead and I opened up that Midnight Festival collection, which did come with this like cute little acrylic kind of holder. And then I did also open up the Eye Essentials kit, which are these black handled brushes here, just because I didn't think the Midnight Festival collection had enough of the kind of more detailed eye brushes that I wanted. So let's get into this face, because wow, you should see what I have in front of me. And I may try to speed up like bits and pieces of this video again so it's not like 3 hours long. But yeah, let's go ahead and start with primer. She picked out the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, so we're going to go ahead and put that on first. And I do actually like this primer a lot. I think it works really nicely. The smell of it kind of reminds me of those like little like flubber sticky toys that you would get as a kid, like from, you know, like carnivals and stuff. Like, I want to say like those little hands that you would like splat against a wall. Do you guys remember that? Maybe it's just my twisted childhood, but that's what this kind of reminds me of smell wise, but works really well, so I'm not complaining. And then she wanted to go in with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh. Now, if you guys remember, this is actually one of my like least favorite tinted moisturizers, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use it because that's what she picked out. So here we go. I'm going to go in, she picked out the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, which is one of my favorites. I'm going to kind of do this a little bit heavier so that I have a little bit more of an opaque foundation base to work off of, since my tinted moisturizer choice was pretty light. Camera is not being kind to this combination at all. I look very ghostly on camera, which is about par for the course, but not quite this par for the course. And she wanted me to go in with this Kaja Bento blush, which has this cutesy little stamp on it, and use that for blush. So I'm going to do that next. There we go. And then we're going to definitely blend that out. Adds another layer of intensity to this. Alright, and she wanted me to do freckles. That was the one thing she didn't pick out during the video filming actually, but she saw it at the very end and she was like, oh, freckles. So we're going to do that too over here. And I have a lot of natural freckles up in my hairline, so I'm gonna kind of build off those. Alright, so we got some freckles going, and then I'm going to do my bronzer, which she picked out the Marc Jacobs. This is the Tantastic bronzer. Now, Marc Jacobs is going a little out of business, so get it while you can, I guess, if you want it. And she wanted to go ahead and use the Moonchild highlighter palette from Anastasia. So I had to go back and just recheck the tape. And what she wanted to use was Blue Moon out of this highlighter palette, which is this shade right here. So I'm going to go in with that, and we'll see if I can make that work nicely on my skin tone. That's a dang highlight, holy smokes. Now it is a little dark for me, so you can see a little bit of like gray casting here. I'm gonna just try to buff this out a little bit. But yeah, you can see just a little bit of gray casting. That's just something that happens when there's sort of like a gray toned base to a highlighter, or if the highlighter is just a little bit too deep for you. So regardless, that is the highlight in the bag. Go ahead and throw on the setting powder. She picked out the Beauty Bakery Flower setting powder. I don't always set my face, but I decided to for this particular video. One, because it gave her an extra step to pick out, and two, because she normally does setting powder. So okay, now I think we're ready for eyes. So not only did she pick me out the Glamlight Icing white base, which I think is awesome, but she picked out palettes for us to play with. So let me throw some of this on. The eye look that she envisioned was kind of a green, blue, purple mixture with some iridescent shades. There's some liners, a lot of like color play here, so I'm excited to give all that a try and see if we can make this look like an actual like cohesive, purposeful look. So I know she wanted to start with this shade as a transition shade, because she said she always starts with a transition shade, so she wanted to give me that as well, which is totally fine. Let's grab a nice big blending brush here. That'll kind of set things down too and get us ready for these other colors. This is an enormous eye brush. I don't know how I feel about this eye brush. But of all the 4 brush sets that I picked up from BH, let me know in a comment if you are interested in seeing like a review of those brush sets. That would be something that I could definitely film for you, or I can just keep my opinions to myself. Alright, that is one palette down. And then she said she wanted to use the green shade here in the center of this is the ColourPop Aura and Out palette, part of their pastel collection. She wanted to use that as an inner corner pop, so I'm going to actually put that down first, and then we'll build the rest of the look around it. Okay, so there's that palette taken care of. And then she had recommended using ColourPop High Tide palette and taking these two blues and then this one and kind of creating like my crease work with that. So I'm gonna do kind of what I think she was going for. She gave me kind of some like loose suggestions, so I'm gonna see if we can kind of blend those three shades together on the lids, because then there's some other shades she wants to use over top of that. Alright, and then I'm going to take this deepest shade here and I'm going to pack that onto the lid. And then I'm going to blend it back out with that other kind of mid-tone shade. Okay, and I think that's those two palettes completed. Then she also wanted to take this purple shade here and this purple shade here and blend those two together on the lower lash line. So I'm gonna do that next, I think. And I don't want to do too much blending on the inner corner because where that green and purple meet up, those colors are going to muddy together very quickly. So I want to make sure that I'm like getting close but not like blending over top of them too long, or else it's going to look really crazy. Alright. And then we're going to take some of that, ooh, or a lot of it apparently. Okay, So we've got a pretty workable matte base at this point. She wanted to use a couple of kind of like shimmery shades. So one that she wanted to use is actually from my Cleona palette, which this is the first time I brought this thing down here that I didn't like drop it down the stairs, so we're doing great. She wanted to use this shade here called Gloaming, which just looks white in the pan, but it's actually an iridescent kind of shade, very, very pretty. And what did she want to use in this? Oh, I remember. And she wanted to use this shade Taffy Bomb from the Sugar Drops collection from Divina. I don't know why that took me so long to get out of my brain. And let me see where she wanted to put those, because I don't remember. Okay, so after reviewing the tape, we have 4 liners actually. So the first one is a Blue Lethal liner, and then these 3 are from Beauty X Biscus, and then 2 from Mamacita Cosmetics. And we're going to try to do kind of a gradual fade here of a graphic liner. So I think what I'm going to do I want to do the iridescence first? No, let's do these first. So I'm going to go in with this Lethal Cosmetics liner first. And I'm just trying to kind of map out the whole line first, and then I can go over the extra segments then with my other colors. I wish I had brought down my other liner brushes, but it's okay. It's too late to go back now. Definitely one of these looking better than the other. So if you can see, it starts with this light blue and then it fades into the sort of minty color, then the green, and then out here you've got kind of that deeper blue, kind of ocean blue color. Definitely leave your water activated liners open to dry after you use them so that you don't risk getting like contaminants, mold, anything like that growing. Just tip there. Perfect as I'm gonna get it, that's for sure. Okay, so now we have kind of our graphic liner look done. I think that actually looks pretty cute. It's definitely got like a little beachy vibe. As I've sat here, I think the lid color has gotten a little bit darker, but I'm gonna go ahead and brighten up that inner corner quick. And then we're going to put the inner corner highlight on. Inner corner highlight, she wanted to use the shade Taffy Bomb, which is this center of this white cluster of shades down here. So I'm going to just pick that up with the same brush that I used for the inner corner highlight. I'm just going to spray it a little bit. And that's what we've got. It kind of gives it like a little electric pop, which I wasn't sure if it was going to, but it looks pretty good. And then the last thing that we want to do is go in with the shade Gloaming, which is this Cleona shadow right here. I want to do kind of a big wing for this one. I think that'll look really pretty. Just a little bit of fallout, which does not brush away nearly as nicely. We've got kind of this split cut crease thing here, which I think will look even cuter once I put a lash on. Let's try the other side. Okay. And for eyeliner, she wanted to use this White Smoke, which is like a pastel purple gel liner from NYX. And then I'm just going to pop a coat of Essence Lash Princess mascara on, and then we'll go in with the lashes that she picked out. I almost think the mascara helps a lot. Okay, let's get some lashes on quick. And they're in this little Revel's Boutique suitcase. This is like one of their lash travel cases, which you can pick up, and it has like a little extendable handle and everything. Super cute. If you're interested in any of their stuff, my link is in the description box of all my videos. That is an affiliate code, so you can use that, or you don't have to. And she picked out two lashes for me. One is a colored lash. Why not? We're making everything else look wild. Okay. So, oh, and brows. How'd you almost let me forget to do brows again? So these are the lashes. They're a set of Eyelure lashes. They came out with the Pride collection, I believe, last year, and they are black and blue fibers. So I think that kind of adds like a little pop of interest. Not that we don't already have about 15,000 pops of interest based on the sort of look I was throwing together, but I think it looks pretty cute. Now for lips, she pulled some awesome choices. Alright, so for lip colors, she pulled me 5 different colors. So we've got all of these. We've got Trixie Cosmetics Chill Pill. We've got Lunar Beauty's Moon. We've got KVD Requiem. We've got this Milani Let's Bone shade, which is like an iridescent multi-chrome shade. And we've got Sugar Pill. This is the shade Bloom. So I kind of feel like this is going to be the move. So, and she pulled me 2 lip liners. One was more a little nude and one was a little bit more purple. So let's see if we can do the purple liner, and then I might do the Bloom shade over top of it just to kind of bring in some of the purples from the eye look. Let's see here. Requiem I think is going to calm it down a little too much. Let's go in with a little bit of this Chill Pill shade. And get kind of an ombre effect going. Holy crap, this looks ridiculous. Alright, let's throw on Sugar Pill. So on camera it's coming out definitely a little bit more blue toned than in person. It definitely looks a little bit more like pinky toned, but I still think it's a little bit too much for this eye look. So let me go ahead and take this lip color off, and then we're going to put something else on. Ooh, that still looks so damn bright. So this is the Ludicrous lip gloss in Let's Bone from Milani, which I literally bought because of the skull on the packaging, because I'm a child. And I'm not sure I'm in love with that either. So let me take that off and we will try again. Okay, and this is the third lip look, actually using the remaining 3 products that I had. So we have the LA Girl lip liner in Nude, Lunar Beauty's lip gloss in Moon, and this is KVD Requiem. I think of all the 3 lip combos that I put together, I think this is my favorite because it's a little bit more, it's cool toned, but it's like calm down cool tone so that it doesn't take away from the eye look. As far as the eye look, I'll say I definitely like this eye more than this eye, just because I think the liner looks a little bit more professional on that side. This one definitely looks a little bit like, yeah, it's like when you paint your nails, one hand looks great, the other hand looks okay. So I think that's kind of where I'm at here. I think the actual like color combination though is really pretty. I really like the colors that we picked out, or that she picked out for me. And the way that I was able to put them together. I really love the pop of the liner. I think if I were to do it again, I would probably take the liner up just a little higher so that you could see a little bit more of that contrast between the deep color on my lid and the lighter color on my like upper lid, I guess. But otherwise, I think this look looks really pretty. The highlighter is a little dark for me. Blended out, it looks okay, but it's a little on the dark side. That's okay. We all go to the dark side sometimes, right? Or that's just me being evil at work, I don't know. But I think it looks really pretty. You're gonna have to let me know in a comment down below. What do you think of the look? What did you think of this whole like video concept? If you'd like to see me have somebody else pick out my makeup, definitely let me know, because I would be happy to bother my friends, family, coworkers, husband, parents, children, and have somebody else pick this out for me, because it was a lot of fun. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this incredibly long video. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you go, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!